When everything was falling apart, I questioned why I even existed. But in that darkness, I found my purpose. Pain, suffering, it gave me clarity. Purpose is born in the hardest moments, when you have nothing left but yourself. It's not something you discover easily, but once you find it, it gives you the strength to keep going, even when everything else crumbles.
Everything that you thought had meaning, every hope, dream, or moment of happiness, none of it matters as you lie bleeding out on the battlefield. None of it changes what a speeding rock does to a body. We all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen, their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them! And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us! Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world! My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers rage!
Patience. It's a virtue that most will never understand. The weak rush blindly, driven by their fleeting desires, believing that immediate results signify strength. But true power, it lies in the ability to wait, to bide your time, while everyone else exhausts themselves. Long-term success isn't about speed, it's about control. Those who understand this, who master patience, hold the keys to everything. While they chase illusions, I simply wait and let the world come to me.
People always think strength comes from what they can see. Power, curses, talent. But real strength, it's about what they don't see. It's about overcoming what others think you can't. They'll underestimate you, label you weak. Let them. Because when you stop relying on expectations, when you realize your strength comes from how far you're willing to go, you become unstoppable. Strength isn't about fitting in. It's about proving that you never needed to.
I almost died countless times. I survived over and over again. And then I fought again. And I lost. And lost and lost and lost. And lost and lost and lost and lost and won. And lost and lost and lost and lost and lost and won. And lost and lost and lost and won and lost. And lost and won and lost and won. And won and won and won and won and won. And 100 dragons!
To be a shinobi, you need more than strength and jutsu. You must acquire the judgment to make the right decisions. You must become smarter.
The shinobi's life is not measured by how they live, but rather it's measured by what they manage to accomplish before their death. And mistakes are an important part of the plot too. I've lived my life always believing that the lessons I learned are what honed me. I swore I'd accomplish a deed so great that it would obliterate all my failures.
I believe that you can't call yourself a real man unless you can laugh off all the bad stuff that happens to you.
It's a process called growing up.
You ask me, why am I doing this? It's the force that shapes and molds us, breaking us down, testing the limits of our will. You cannot control every tragedy, every betrayal, every loss. Life will bring suffering to your doorstep, whether you seek it or not. But true power, true strength, lies not in avoiding pain, but in transcending it. You decide whether to be crushed by the weight of suffering or to rise from it stronger. It's in your hands whether your pain becomes the source of your destruction or the foundation of your growth. That is the real choice.
Discipline isn't glamorous, but it's essential. Power without discipline is reckless. It only leads to chaos. True strength lies in the quiet, consistent commitment to what needs to be done. You don't need recognition or praise. What matters is doing the job, fulfilling your duty with respect and integrity. Because in a world full of chaos, discipline is the only thing that keeps you standing steady, ready to face whatever comes next.